Now we're going to take you back to 1986 when, after many years of trying, lyricist Sheldon Harnick, whom we lost this June, and Joe Raposo, the man who gave children the gift of music through Sesame Street, finally brought audiences a show that celebrated the holiday spirit because they were able to musicalize one of America's most classic Christmas films, It's a Wonderful Life.
And before we tell you a little bit more about It's a Wonderful Life, I think it's important to know that not all of Jones and Schmidt's songs were about death, even though it may have seemed that way this evening. But back to It's a Wonderful Life. The writers got the rights to the film, which they also thought included the rights to the 21-page short story that inspired the movie. It did not. So Wonderful Life would not be seen on Broadway. To sing the title song from this show, please welcome 30 Broadway legends rolled into one, Christine Pedi.
And I'm singing it with her, right?
Oh, and Michael, once again, you are performing for us. God bless you, Michael. Thank you.
Yeah,
Michael and Christine.
You were going to tell
We're going to tell quickly
tell your
about,
story.
So many years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, Christine and I had both become friendly with Sheldon Harnick, and Christine went to him and said, why don't we come up with a project of recording around 6 songs that you'd like us to record? So Sheldon came up with a list of a number of songs. He sang himself a cut Laser Wolf song from Fiddler on the Roof called A Butcher's Soul, which was later recorded in the Yiddish Fiddler album by Sheldon, but with ours it was just me on piano. And I went to John Simon, you remember John Simon? I went to his birthday party, I ran into Austin Pendleton, the original model, and I said, Austin, I was gonna sing this song. He said, I could do it. So he sang a cut model song called You Could Have the Richest Man in Town. And then Michele Ragusa, who you were going to see very shortly, sang a gorgeous song from this score called I Couldn't Be With Anyone But You. And then Christine and Sheldon sang the song that I'm about to sing with Christine right now.
Who was a beautiful singer, by the way. Kudisch, are you still here? Yes. You told me. Didn't you tell me that you ran into Sheldon you were coming and he was going into the voice lessons? He calls him Shelley.
Well, when you work with someone, you call them by their nickname. But I bumped into Shelley in the lobby of the building, and I said, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I'm going to my voice lesson." Sheldon Harnick took voice lessons his entire life, and he had a gorgeous voice.
And I'll also add that after we did this recording, Sheldon started calling me to do a lot of benefits for him, and he'd be singing up a storm and go, not bad for 90 years old. I said, no, not bad at all for 90 years old. He constantly amazed me.
Well, one of these days you're going to release that album and you'll hear it. Sheldon
album.
sounds, it was funny because I listened to it for the first time since he passed. I hadn't listened to it at all since we made it, and it was so wild, and he sounds so happy in the song. And
as we will hopefully
it was such a complete honor to
This is the title
to
song
sing it.
from Wonderful Life. I don't need a mansion, one small room will do. I'll have a wonderful life if I have you.
Don't need Persian carpets under my settee. I'll have a wonderful life if you love me.
Who needs a liveried chauffeur in a new Rolls Royce?
If you're with me, a Model T will be a dandy choice.
If a car's too costly, I won't mind the bus. I'll be content whatever we have, long as we both have us.
We'll have a
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. Who needs trips to Paris, Budapest, and Rome? We'll have a wonderful life at home, sweet home.
No majestic stateroom offered by Cunard can match the hammock we'll share in our backyard.
Summers at Saratoga may be out of reach.
Winters may never find us on some Caribbean beach.
Winters will be frozen.
Summers will be fried.
90 above.
Or 20 below.
Long as we're side by side.
We'll have a wonderful,
Wonderful, wonderful life. I don't demand perfection.
I'm not hard to please.
So if we keep it nice and simple, life should be a breeze. You know all my foibles.
You know all my quirks.
Whether it's love or mutual aid, long as the darn thing works,
we'll have a wonderful,
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life.
We'll have a wonderful,
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life.
Christine, Pedi, and Michael Lavine. Oh, beautiful. Goodbye, you two. Oh, so good.